yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was made that she mix it? Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Number 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
54, stop!
Play action. Ryan. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Here's a run with Mixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on third down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know, you know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was tackled.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man, here's Foster. 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, Ryan. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Ryan on second down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
That's good for a Chicago.
A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
The 33-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one 28 yards on the ground. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is. Putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to
John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they try the right side here. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard
From the 29, Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, it's Rodgers. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 5.
Joe Mixon.
A big play there for the Bengals. 67 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. They still can't. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Now Ryan on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd down and goal. Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the line. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask to play by Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set them up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Mixon with it. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
The Bengal ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some space here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100. Cybert on for the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Score, Bengals 32, Bears 12.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. He's coming, double up. He's coming, 20.
They go play action now. Ryan looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ryan. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The tackle made.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. From the gun to give to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 28-yard line.
Second and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of a yard gets him back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. 21, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Seibert's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 15-yard line.
Get that ball.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Number 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Bears first down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to